In this Civilization 6 challenge video, I bet $100 that I can win a one-city domination game by turn 250 without capturing any cities by force, like Schmittler's alter ego, Don't Hurt Me Susan. The 4 rules are on the screen, and if I break any of them, I have to give away $100. The full video is going to be posted on the VOD's channel for proof, and can I beat this challenge without giving up my boy Benjamin? We start off in a custom map that had everything I needed without being Thanos levels of OP. It had a great start, which I needed if I'm going to be role-playing Venice in Civilization 6. Playing as the 4th most bangable leader behind English Eleanor, Amenator, and Jadwiga, we reduce enemy loyalty in cities for each great work within 9 tiles, so it's pretty much bribery. We settle our capital as I'm excited to finally find out who was actually in Paris, and my tech order is as follows, as is my civic order, and finally my build order. This game's gonna be tough, as with everyone's butts touching each other on this tiny map smaller than my bank account after this video, I need a large enough military or I'll just get steamrolled immediately, which is kind of a French tradition, but I desperately need to break that in this video. And for the long term, I need to make friends with everyone because one city produces about as much science as a high school science class. The ruin, conveniently placed right above my city for no particular reason, gave us Void Singers, which is huge, as the old god Obelisk has a great work slot, as we get Delicate Arch and meet Zhao the Conqueror. The next 2 civs are Germany, who doesn't spark joy, and Gilgachad, who does when he accepts my turn 1 alliance. These are all the wonders and pins I'm placing. I need Oracle for cheaper Great People patronage, Apadana for slots, Petra for the desert tiles, Hanging Gardens for growth, and Colosseum for late game culture and amenities. Apparently this barbarian was told someone restored the Roman Empire up north and left his encampment to check out, leaving it wide open to let me sneak in and pillage it. Can't really blame that barbarian though. Go Discipline and God King for a free pantheon, and you know which one I'm going for. Desert Folklore into Work Ethic is going to let me build every wonder faster than Skrillex fell off the face of the planet, as Germany commends me for not allying city-states, which, there are no, I'm the city-state. Are you 2 brain neurons failing to fire? Right after I finish the monument, I'd go for Void Singers because I do want that +4 fate and free great work slot. Pantheon time and Desert Folklore is available, meaning I need that holy site right now. I meet Tamar, who's probably about to wipe me off the face of the earth due to my history of shit-talking her, as I build the +6 holy site, and after some Redditors decided to buy my stock, my production made like GameStop and skyrocketed. The Oracle is next, as getting cheap great people is key. Germany wants to be my friend, so that's now 2 allies I don't have to worry about, although I have the sneaking suspicion that Zhao was looking at me like he looks at a 3-course meal. State Workforce is going to give me a 15% boost to wonders, which I'm building a lot of them, so yes. And I add in Pingala for the Great People generation and the extra yields to science and culture. Whoa, I didn't see nothing. Allow me to leave the scene, do what you will with Gilgamesh. Oracle is up, and it is the hardest of the wonders I want to get, so I am glad I could secure it. It's the classical era, and I didn't want a golden age just yet because I want to combine the golden age with my great works in the medieval era so I can begin snowballing my domination advantage. It's religion time, as I choose an apt, mature sounding name and go work ethic and cathedrals. And we finally meet Jadwiga, the baddest leader in the game. If Shakira's hips don't lie, then Jadwiga's are George Washington. We finally get political philosophy and go autocracy for another 10% boost to wonders, meaning I have everything I need to spam build them out. I make friends with Tamar, and now I'm feeling safe, as if anyone declares war on me, I have 3 allies who are very strong to come to my aid. Apadana comes next, as does the secured Golden Age, meaning the world's about to listen to my French music and wear my black berets in no time. I get the double Great People generation card with Pingala, meaning I am about to get some great writers soon. I forgot about the theater square. Guys, I'm now Protestant. There's the Petra and the Golden Age. Now I need to rush down the theater square and amphitheater, and we can begin our master plan. F in the chat for this brave soul. Sorry, dog, you're gonna have to die because I'm not spending 5 gold to get open borders. I'm the only one with a Golden Age in the medieval era, which might seem nice, but I wasn't reducing loyalty, even after I got all the great writers. This challenge was now in dire straits, as my plan was not working. No one wanted my blue aubergines and croissants, and I feared that I'd have to part with my beloved Benjamin. After so many great works, it was barely not enough. Everyone was only getting +1 to 3 loyalty, and time was running out before I built the entertainment complex and started bread and circuses, which gives each population of mine another 0.5 extra loyalty pressure, and I finally got everyone to start going down, but it was too late. The era was going to end, and everything I built, put my heart, soul, blood, sweat, and tears into my entire life over the last 20 minutes, gave me exactly 0 cities, and I felt like a failure. The inevitable dark age came. I wanted to quit. I was about to defeated male leaves in here until I picked myself up by the prostate and said, no, I'm finishing this game, like the Finns did to the Soviets in the Winter War. Renaissance era Dark Age was terrible indeed, and to top it all off, my 2 nearest rivals were in a Dark Age 2. If I just waited to the Renaissance, I could have been golden, no pun intended. I messed up, but I kept going. I built Jabal Barca, got my great artist, started working on the Taj Mahal, stared in lust, got the Taj Mahal, and achieved theocracy, and thought, I'm close to that heroic age. And so I did everything I could, but it wasn't enough, and I could only get a normal age. What? That's right, Sid Meier himself came down to the earth and kissed me softly on the forehead and said, I got you. Everyone in this game was in a dark age, and it was go time. Less than 80 turns remained until the failure of this challenge, and I finally started converting cities. Bread and circuses took this to another level, and everyone within a 10-mile radius was like, you know what, those great works Eleanor got do be pretty dope, and the floodgates opened. My luck had finally changed, just like yours will. Yes, you, if you leave a like and subscribe. If you enjoy, of course. Back to the video. I chopped the bananas to grow to 13 population, and I made like the guy who kicked off the Arab Spring and was on fire. Pharaoh had a 10 population Portuguese city, and I converted that first, and it already had the theater square. I sent in my armies of writers who tore through France faster than you know who did in World War II, and it just snowballed from there. Every city I get gives me 2 era score, meaning a golden age was all but guaranteed. Shikupak was next. I drew a tiny penis so more people would come just so they could laugh at David. Abu Salabik, Funchal, and Evora were next, but there was a problem. Less than 60 turns remained, and I still didn't have a single capital. This was bad. This was very, very bad. But as the snowball continued, it only grew larger and turned into an unstoppable force. Cracktown fell first, marking my first of 5 needed capitals. Lisbon went down as I immediately took control of 2 capitals and got tier 3 for Void Singers. Now, as a senior member of the cult, I could summon cultists to help reduce loyalty and to get more relics. Georgia, however, was out for revenge. After so many years of me belittling her in Civ 6 and calling her so bottom tier the fishes couldn't even find where she was, she stood behind her walls and said no fromage, no croissants, or penile-shaped bread. She would have to wait. But literally the turn before the next era, I captured my 3rd capital, Aachen, and guess what luck I had? Germany was the only civ in a golden age. Everyone else was dark again, and all that was left was Georgia and Gilgachad. She was slowly beginning to brighten up to the ideas of Garde Impériales and Francais, but I needed to be faster. Uruk was finally going down, but Georgia was the problem. I had 35 turns to break the capital of Tbilisi and capture it, or I'd have to wave goodbye to 1/10 of a band. She had 1 city losing loyalty, so I sent in my cultists like Mormon missionaries to knock on each and every front door in Batumi until they finally said, yeah, sure, Sundays off seemed dope, and joined me. And there goes Tbilisi, the Georgian capital, with T-minus 30 turns remaining in the challenge. Before we get to what happened, Uruk went down, and all that was left was Tbilisi. But it was too late. with all the great works I accumulated, Georgia finally fell, and I won the domination victory. But did I do it before turn 250 like I said? Did I complete all the challenge goals in time? Am I only drawing out the results to build tension and ask you guys to subscribe if you enjoyed the video? Maybe. But I finally check, and yes, with 30 turns remaining, Benjamin, you don't have to leave. Let's go. Now, despite the fact I completed the challenge, I'm still giving out the $100. I know I did the challenge, and the full proof is already out either today or tomorrow on the VODs channel, but I want to do more of these money on the line challenges of sorts, as I think they're pretty fun, and hopefully you guys would enjoy them. And this is sort of going to be to prove that I'm not doing this as sort of like a hook to draw you guys in, but every time I do the challenge first and then make the rules to ensure I always win. No, I'm always going to make the rules and then do the challenge, but there's no way for me to prove that, so this time only, I'm still gonna give out the money, just as sort of for the sake of trust between me and the audience, and to prove I'm not full of shit. So yeah, 7 days from now, when I do the next challenge video, I'll do a random raffle, and we can find out who was the winner. And if you did enjoy, leave a like and subscribe and check out my other videos, which I hope you will all enjoy, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.